people, welcome. Welcome to another Sports Frenzy podcast. I know that we have been out for a minute now, for whatever reasons. Know that there wasn't any people going on, and yeah, there's other football stuff that we could have talked about, but just took an hiatus because still I try to get back the channel all together from whatever had happened, reporting and all those stuff. So yeah, we'll just try to sort out that. Hopefully I'll be joined by a few gentlemen shortly, but as it stands, just me alone with you guys right now. So as always, big up on us there. Fresh God, out in a general, big up. Pepe Paul, same way. Kevin, same way. Kish, always here, man. Big up. JQ, levels go already. But welcome, people. What going, man? Miss all our man. Yeah, miss your company because you guys keep us entertained, man. Love reading the comment section. Love seeing you guys going at us on the panel. So, yeah, miss all the fun, man. And tonight, discussion will be centered around the Champions League. A lot of interesting happenings. Um, some teams suffer some loss and some exciting games. And yeah, some teams are showing their hands as to who are real in terms of championship mettle and all of those stuff. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into it and just get it going. So first set of matches was played yesterday. I was Sporting taking on Tottenham, and here it was once again. Antonio Conte in Europe not doing a damn thing. It's something that has always plagued him. Yes, we always say that he's a good league coach, but when it comes down to Europe, it's like, is that the man of a brain lapse? Like, literally. From this man, a coach, Juventus come right through. I always do this. But I understand how, but it always happen. And it leave you to think that, well, look at this man's style of play. This man play defensive and generally his whole entire play. And then when I think about it, I always say, defensive football can win a cups, But this man has failed in cups over and over and over. And here was once again losing to Sporting. I mean, last time out, they were the one that scored 2 late goals and Richarlison at the double. But this time around, Sporting say, well, now go on, you see me? That now go on this time around. And Sporting scored 2 late goals, man. Tottenham were run ragged by a former player, Marcus Edwards, knocking at the doors to be called up for the English national team. And right now, based on injuries and people out of form, it wouldn't be a shock to actually make this side. I mean, that if his Southgate is looking outside of England or such, but right now, I think he has a good shot to make this team, and he was one of those persons that actually wreak havoc against that Tottenham team, and yeah, was a good 2 victory for them, man. And they just keep on proving how good these Portuguese teams are sometimes in Champions League. And their coach, Ruben Amorim, is someone that I really like, man. I've been talking up this guy for a long while now. Played football, but he wasn't that good. Man decided to up in specs because of injuries and all those stuffs. And here's he doing well with Sporting. Got them their first championship in over 15 years, I believe, and doing well in Champions League. 2 wins in his first 2 games. Very good going. But Ryan, we're talking about the Tottenham game. Welcome, man. Welcome.
Yeah, man, I'm good.
All right, so Marcus Edwards. We look at this kid. Know that he was at Tottenham and he left because they said that he was in discipline and all of those stuffs. And he was kinda I say a Noah Lang sort of player. They believed they were all at the top of the world and they just needed a reality check. No, he went over to Vitória Guimarães over in Portugal, did himself some justice there, and then Sporting realized what he did and snap him up. So look at this kid. Would you say that he has a life shot to make your English national team with the injuries and loss of form for some players? What do you say? Would you give him a chance?
Maybe next year. Have to
Why
put
not
up
this year?
some more. He needs to put up some more numbers, prove himself a little bit more. The line in front of him is long. I don't see how he gets into that team.
No, but what I'm
Um,
saying is that when you look at all the players that they currently have, and some of them basically losing form and out of shape, don't you think that it would be right for your coach to really recognize the youth and what he has been doing and just give him a call up? Because Rashford, for one, he was in line to get a call up, but Rashford is out with an injury right now.
or he's injured. Oh,
Yeah, so I
to be
think
honest, what 2 months worth of form? Me not really go. I'm not impressed by that. I need to
Mm.
see more.
Okay.
And I want to call up Boyan because I'm grossly out of form. There are some who were called up in the last squad that I want to call up right now, and Boyan is one of them. But even so, who does he get called up over?
As
Even
I
if
was saying,
Sancho, even if
you just want.
Sancho don't get called up, I don't think so.
All right.
But if him get called up, good for him. But not, I want to call him up. I
All
need
right.
to see more.
And over to Conte now, because we have discussed this before, and boy, this man sucks in Europe. I'm like literally
I
suck.
don't trust that guy in Europe, none at all. Absolutely none at all.
Result never surprised none at all either.
None. The
Yeah.
only result that surprised me was last week's result when he actually won.
All right. But Shakes is saying Mount. Shakes. Mount and Marcus Edwards, two total different players. Based on position and all those stuff, total different.
And
Saka.
Mount would, I would pick Mount in that squad because you just go and drop players we have for the last 3 4 years. You just go and drop them because I want like a 1 2 month bad run of form. So
Mm,
I don't believe in picking players based on just 1 2 months worth of form.
mm-hmm.
So therefore, I can't believe in dropping them because I want 2 months worth of form.
All right.
Which is
Oh,
why I see people calling for Dyer, and I wouldn't pick Dyer.
I say now game back away in the
Even
squad.
though Dyer is on 1 year or year and a half worth of form, I
Mm-hmm.
still don't pick him because Dyer I'm looking at his record over the years.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't. He will hit some form and then him gone again or whatever. But I don't. I don't trust those type of players.
Okay. Well, personally, me not like that either. I think he's grossly overrated.
I think so
I
too.
like him. But
I think back three make him look good.
yeah, like Harry Maguire. But take that out it. That not
And
for
I
me.
would pick Maguire over there in England side.
For England, of course.
Not easily.
But other game was Inter against Prison. Inter run out 2-0 victors easy as expected. As I said, Prison will be the whipping boys of this group. I like them when they're in their league. They have been doing very well on my tickets whenever I bet. Double chance or win, they have been really good to me. But this is Europe. We're talking about the big stage, so nothing much there to talk about. And I think Lukaku is down with an injury for a good while now, so hasn't been playing. And Latour seemingly not in the shape that he was last season. So it's Correa and Dzeko who are currently starting up front, and Dzeko's on the score sheet. But let's just move on past that. Next one, Liverpool against Ajax. Good game,
Good
entertaining.
game.
Mohamed Salah on the score sheet, assisted by Jota. Matty put as we always say, it's any time a man scoring a 89th minute, brother, it's like your whole heart just sink. And that was what happened to Ajax because if we're being fair, Ajax did play good in the game, and that goal by Mohamed Kudos, he deserves some kudos and
Kudos
some
to
praise for that,
kudos.
man.
Yeah.
Kudos to Kudos, man. And this guy has been really good for Ajax. And I said sometime about that. Injuries has always plagued him. People are saying that replacement for Anthony. No, it's not replacement for Anthony.
And not only that, the fact that similar to Marcus Edwards, changed position, playing as a number 9 and doing well.
Because
Have to
remember
give
that
him props for that.
this man started out as a number 6, and then changed from a
Mhm.
number 6 to a number 8. Now he's playing as a 9. So
Yeah, because
kudos.
this season when I was looking at X, I'm like, what am I doing up here, sir?
Yeah, man. But kudos to kudos, man. And it's just surprising that Bergeron was on the score sheet because that man has a top form ever since he went over back to the Netherlands. So it was surprising that he never did anything. But Liverpool got a victory, and will this change their fortunes for the remainder of the season? Well, Liverpool fans hoping that. Well, as a hater of Liverpool, I really don't hope they actually turn around. And people are once again blaming Van Dijk for the goal that they conceded. How much blame would you shoulder on him?
I really don't blame anybody for that goal.
It was just too good.
It was
Some,
just a very good goal. I'm not blaming anybody for that goal.
Sometime, Narayan, this is what with fans, that fans might say a great goal, and they're always just trying to find someone to blame. Like, why we can't just appreciate say, yo, the
It
goal
was
was
just a
just that
brilliant
good.
goal. Me no, when I watched the goal, I never, oh, it was his fault. I remember. So, wow, what a brilliant goal. I
Yep,
never saw blame anybody to blame for that.
I agree. It was just a pretty goal, man. And Ajax has been doing well. Will they continue? Let us see, man. But Liverpool, that's not what. Thinking about it, they're in the same group with Napoli. So Napoli is at top with 6 points. Liverpool is on three. Ajax is on three. And who is it? Rangers are at the foot of the table with 0 points. So yeah, I think the second place and the third place in that group is interestingly poised because right now Napoli will play against Ajax next. So I mean this group is shaping up to be a
I
really good one.
mean, this group is far from over.
It's far from. I'm
And
looking at it. I'm just looking at back at it.
Rangers still can get themselves. Rangers still can have something to say. Even if they don't qualify for Europa or second round at the Champions League, they can decide who qualifies.
Yeah. And what about the hundred
Because
million
I
dollar
think,
clip?
but for that red card today, I think Rangers would have gotten a point.
What about the $100 million striker? What you thought about him
Who we are talking about now? Which,
for Liverpool?
oh, I never watched the game. I saw the highlights, so I can't really judge him based on the highlights alone.
Brother, the man missed Benfica, brother. Man missed them.
You see some system like club system and
I think you're freezer and start that out and forward back. Um let me see if he's back. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
yeah, I was saying that club system and pep system, those are not systems you just go in and you just start up. Those systems take time to learn.
I agree.
So until after like a few months or mid-season thereabout and I don't see any progression, then I'll say something, but not now. You have to give people time to learn a system.
Yeah,
I
man,
remember
and
when Bernardo Silva just come to England, people used to
I,
beat him left, right, and center, same this and that. Cancelo, the same
same.
thing. Yeah, so just give people time.
I agree with you,
Learn
man.
it.
And that is one thing that I will not do like rival fans. I'll allow this guy to. I'll give him a season as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I remember now, Klopp don't really play with a true number nine. This is basically like the
True.
first time since he has been there he's doing that. So the system has to be tweaked to accommodate him, which going to affect Salah and Diaz and those other people around him. It's
Because if
affecting
we're,
Salah
if,
already.
if we're thinking about it, I know that the last time that he actually used a number nine was back in Dortmund when he had Lewa.
And maybe when you have storage. But that wasn't really something where I'm doing a lot because storage wasn't really a starter like that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So realistically, Lewa was the last striker I used.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just great, man. But it's just crazy that you have people out here just write off Nunes already. Just give the man time, man. As I said, I'm giving him a season to acclimatize to the all English league and cup system and all of that, and then after that we can judge him. Because again, it's like people are forgetting that this dude is actually pretty young as well. He's not a
Yeah.
whole player. He's young, so let's just give the guy time to really hit his form and all of those stuff. Now, next game we're going to look at. Well, let me just breeze through some of the other games. So, Porto got walloped by Club Brugge, and Brugge are doing great things over there, man. There's a couple of youths over there that I really like. Ferran Jukla, who was at Barca, he has gone over there and he's ripping up the league. You have this Danish player, Andres Kov Olsen. I like that kid as well, man. He has been doing great. And they're just doing what they should have done for a good while now. And Noah Lang, who made that big thought, that man can't say the starting 11 right now. So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
good victory. Um, Frankfurt got the better of Marseille by a goal to nil. Um,
Was there a red
Liverpool,
card in the game?
go again?
Was there a red card in the game?
Uh-uh.
I am mixed up with something.
Surprisingly.
Okay. All right.
Leverkusen beat Atletico Madrid by 2 goals to nil. Yeah, I dislike Spanish teams.
Shaka.
And the game that I really want to talk about, Bayern against Barca. I mean, the other day we came in right now, we said to the man, them say, yo, when these two teams meet, it will show whose defense is better from who's not. I mean, people could say 40 finishing by Lewa and also Pedri, but Barca dominated that first half and should have been up by at least two clear goals. But it's like Nagelsmann just drape up a couple man in the dressing room and say, yo, a Champions League this way I play. And
And he made a change.
immediate
The Goretzka change.
man take off Sabitzer, Chuan Goretzka, and immediately game change. And they ran out 2-0 victors. But the interesting take about this is that you had three young midfielders in this game that if these guys remain fit and keep on growing, it'll be them along with Jude that we'll be talking about over and over. Now we're talking about Jamal Musiala who got man of the match. I was telling man, Ryan feel upset up till his very day, but this kid is a real deal, man. And as I said, this man needs to be in my
Yeah, in hindsight we should have sold Hudson-Odoi to Bayern.
And then guess what? You see, that's him to Bayern now. Hudson-Odoi would have been flourishing at Bayern as well. But I remember that he was the one they wanted instead of Sane. But because they never got Hudson-Odoi, they went after Sane instead. So
and the deal was okay. We keep Hudson-Odoi and we'll give him this youngster.
And then guess what as well? Had you guys sold Hudson-Odoi, that man would be an English national right now instead of going to represent Ghana. Because England would have taken notice. And here it is. You have lost both. You gamble on it and you have lost both because Musiala has chosen to represent Germany. Well, he has represented Germany. And here's Hudson-Odoi now. Hasn't worked out for him. And this man is now going to represent Ghana. So you gambled and it didn't work out.
Never pay off at all.
But Musiala, Pedri, and Gavi, these three guys are crazy, man. And
yeah, but to be fair though, Pedri and Gavi were not all that present.
Pedri was the better of the two in the game.
Yeah, clearly.
Remember the run that he made
he got a chance to score and kick it, yeah.
But people are saying that he was good. When you match up when you saw all three in the game, which one really stood out to you?
Yesterday, it was Musiala.
That's what I said. And the reason I brought it up in Iran, people are saying that Pedri is miles ahead of Musiala.
Don't know about that.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
All right, here's the thing with young players. When they start off brilliantly, they are going to have a dip.
Correct.
I think Pedri is having his dip now. I think Gavi is basically having his dip. They don't just peak. They're going to have them plateau moments and then them come out of that rut and then they go back up and so forth. So these things will happen.
It's a good question. Which one of them do you think is more impressive in terms of what all three have done? Pedri and Gavi starting in Barca midfield.
All right, here's the thing.
All other are Musiala starting in Bayern's midfield. Which one do you think was harder to do?
I think Musiala.
Yeah, because remember they're talking about a midfield of Goretzka, Kimmich.
Yeah.
And all those
and the
guys.
Fact that Musiala can play right across the midfield.
Anywhere.
From a 6 to a 10.
6 to 10 and even falls then miss them play this man and he's like him just say, yeah, ready. But yeah, man, go ahead and say what you're going to say. I can talk about the game itself.
Oh, the game itself. Barca created a lot of chances. Clear-cut chances that they somehow missed. And this Barca team kind of, I don't know if you're aware, of the Frank Rijkaard team back in the days. Or maybe even before Rijkaard, when the Barca would just ball, create a lot of chance, and then jump out of quarterfinals or something like that. This is kind of a representative of that. I think that if this Barca team goes anywhere, they won't pass the quarterfinals because of faulty finishing and they will give up chances and they will be scored on. So I think this team is a work in progress team. Right now they are not there yet. I don't know how far there they will get eventually, but right now they are not there yet. And this yesterday match represented that. They will create a lot of chances, they will score some, they might not score some, but they will give up chances and they will be scored on. And that can be the difference in terms of how far they go.
But remember, this is what we're pointing out to Kems the other day. Now, we said that when you look at their defense is going to be susceptible when they come up against.
No, I mean, that defense just was going to give a chance.
That's Alansa Christensen.
especially that side. When I saw the lineup, I said everybody, they are going to target that side. That Christians now Alonso side is going to be targeted,
Yeah,
especially with the two of them in a back four. Back five, you might camp little protection, but back four, they're going to be targeted. And so said,
facts,
so done.
facts. But
Yeah,
you know the thing that I realized with Barca, that I don't like per se, but I guess some fans like it. You realize that they're trying to walk the ball in the back of the net, and sometimes there's openings for them to actually take the shot, and the only man that I really saw did that yesterday was Rafinha. And I was Rafinha, nobody else tried to do
no,
that.
but
And
they
there was
have
openings.
direct. But they have direct players, Yeah, Rafinha will shoot, but Dembele is direct, but him not really shoot like that.
He's
And
more
if him
creative.
shoot, it going to hit the fans.
Yeah,
So who they really have that can shoot? Lewandowski maybe.
yeah,
Ferran Torres can shoot, but him is a hit. Him is a hit and miss more miss these days than hit. So they have people who can shoot, but they are not that good at shooting, barring Lewandowski and Rafinha to a
yeah,
lesser
yeah.
extent.
Okay, fair. Let's keep it moving. So Milan ran out 3-1 victors over Dynamo Zagreb. Giroud keeps on scoring for them, and Giroud does it a very good piece of form for them. Also, seems as if he has done what Ibrahimovic was doing at some point last season. Napoli are now 3-0 victors over um, Rangers, as we pointed out earlier. Rangers got a red card. Napoli missed the result in penalty. They got one afterwards and they put it away. Raspadori got his first goal for them. No, his second goal actually. I remember that he scored on the
What
weekend.
happened with the first penalty? I heard that the goal is saved and it was supposed to be taken over.
Yeah.
When I was following the match, because I was watching the Chelsea match.
Mm.
So what happened? He took it over, miss again.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh,
what happened was that he took it, goalkeeper saved it, ball rebounded, he slotted it home. VAR ruled it out that it was offside. They not rule it out that it was offside. They look back at the entire play and realized that I think the keeper was off his line. Then he retook it, missed it.
so hold on, miss it clean.
Basically, keeper save it again.
Oh, so hold on there. I don't mean understand. If the keeper save it and me put in the rebound, why do I need to kick it over?
I have no clue about that rule because I was actually shocked in it because at first I saw 1-0 and I went and I looked back at the play and I was like, why they chalk off the goal? Didn't see any reason, but they did that. They chalk it off. It was retook, missed it again. So it seems like it was just bad omen for Napoli on that first penalty. You just say, that one shouldn't have scored. So, but then up run out
Yeah,
3-0.
so they missed like three penalty now in 2 games.
Yeah, because remember that was the man missed against
What's the
Liverpool
name?
as well. But
Yeah, they need to get that together.
they're sitting at top of the group pretty right now. But next matchup they're going to have Ajax, and that is going to be a tough fixture for them. But that's where it goes. Um, should I game there? Or should I go through first? This Copenhagen against Sevilla. I don't even want to talk about it because Sevilla is a bug team, and I dislike this team wholeheartedly. All I wanted was them just to score, and probably you guys want to see us tonight, man, because that would have been 80 grand seal. All I wanted was
They want
just
to see you coming never by them.
All I wanted, bro, was just Sevilla to score and 80 grand with a seal up. When I say seal, I mean seal everything go through because me that sweat on Real Madrid game and they give me the 2 point.
Bro, they say, all right, I got what, 8 out of 10. And for like the last 5 minutes, I was on like 4 or 5 games correct out of 10.
See there.
I wanted like 3 teams to score in the last 5 minutes.
And you get it.
There are 4 teams, I'm gonna get all of them. It's just damn might side and yeah, just mess up the thing.
Yeah, but you know, say 2 times it reached me today because even on a separate ticket, I think I had like what 6 teams on it. Not really 16, but 16. So I had KDB to assist. That was selling like for $2.05. I had
Mm.
Messi to assist. That was selling like for $2.25. And the Benfica Juventus game for 2.5. That was like $2. Um, damn. I had a year game for both teams to score. And we get it. I think that was selling
Okay.
for like around $1.80 thereabouts. And all I needed was just for Real Madrid to score one more. I had that game for
I mean,
2.5.
Sylvia.
Boy, never happened, man. Tell someone that celebrate right now, brother. I'm only there tonight. But that's one of them things there, man. But separate and apart from that, your side, Drew Salzburg, and Razzie keeps on scoring. Razzie is the only attacker that you have scoring this season. New manager. And I can't believe that you have man out here talking about Graham Potter out already. The man
Was that one?
we can't believe
Oh,
that you have man out here as a Potter out. But separate and apart from that, when you look at the 11 that is selected today, what you take from it?
I know that there will be a lot of rotation in terms of because when you watch a game, you realize that they go back three, they go back four. So there was a lot of rotation. At some point, you see Kukurea tucking in to make a
Yeah.
back three, Reese to the same. So and so basically, you have a stagger. Um, and then sometimes Sterling comes in to play like the wing back, like how Trossard played at um, um, Brighton. So I expected a lot of that. Because Potter is good at tactical periodization, so I expected a lot of that. And today I saw a lot more, not just possession, but possession with intent. Like they were going for it, but the shooting was off in terms of the shots on target and so for the shots. We got like 15 shots in the game and like three on target or something like that.
Hmm.
So that was a cause for contention. So if it is that we'd like to get half our shots on target. So if we get 16 shots in a game and you get half
17.
on
So
target,
you guys got 17 shots and was 4 and
all
3.
right. So my thing is this: get half your shots on target and score half of the goals that we get on target. So we'd win with a score 4. So that will not be bad if that had happened.
Mm-hmm.
So that never happened. So we need to get that sorted out. I thought uh, Roja scored that chance. I don't know how he missed that. I thought, I wonder what happened when Ziyech chance never going. I don't know how the goalkeeper get to that one. So there were some clear chances, and I thought Ziyech got one in the last, so someone kicked straight down the goalkeeper throat. So there were chances that we got that we never took advantage of. So that is something we need to work on. But yeah, today never looked bad in terms of playing pattern. It was our best game since the Spurs game, but we gave up all of the goals. All the goal we gave up was an individual mistake because Silva need to save them for Brazil. That slide and miss the ball kind of thing. Save that for Brazil when World Cup start. Um, and I think something else happened before that play. I don't remember what it was, but anyway, um, yeah, we created chances that we should have scored. I want to score, so that cost us 2 points.
All right, so here what based on what you saw today, which players you really think will be essential under Potter?
All right, coming out of the camp, I hear that Potter, for some reason, rate Georgina, Mount, and you hear that him rate Mount today because of his pressing and whatever. Coaches seem to rate Mount. And, Kukurea go and get game already.
Uh-huh.
Remains to be seen what he does with the defense. The young players, I expect young players to get game minutes and so forth. So it's a wait and see process right now, but you know that he will have his leaders already. The Reece James, the Sterlings, Mount, Georgie, those kind of guys who have been there for like 3-4 years will make up his leadership core. Thiago Silva, obviously. So yeah, remains to be seen. I don't know what role Koulibaly will play, but he's an experienced international player. So yeah, let us see.
Okay, fair. Um, Next up, sorry, I want to look at Real Madrid beat Leipzig by 2 goals to 0. But before I get to that, um, is Michelle saying that I agree, Ryan Thiago Silva could save that rubbish for Brazil? Definitely. And Michelle is asking you a question. And Ryan, are you worried that Potter is inexperienced in Champions League?
No, because Lampard was inexperienced and he got us through the groups twice. And
Fair.
if you look at it as well, look at the teams in the Champions League. The coach we play against today is what, 34?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Tedesco got fired, was what, 36?
Nagelsmann the same age.
Nagelsmann 30 odd. So a lot of these young coaches are up and coming in the Champions League right now. So that's just the era we are in.
I remember that this guy took what? What's the name of that said again, man? Osterson
Yeah, he's not inexperienced in Europe, but he's inexperienced in Champions League.
Champions League.
Because
Yeah,
when they beat Arsenal with Osterson.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
So he has some experience with that. So I think it's not really a cause of concern for you guys. He'll be good. I just hope that you guys have patience with him and let him do his thing. But Real Madrid, Leipzig, Real Madrid ran out 2-0 victors, and I always say Real Madrid will be dominated in games. Teams will have chances after chances, and even if they do score, they find a way to come back. And it wasn't a comeback this time around. Here was Fede Valverde. I don't know what, but this guy has just reached a different level, a different step for Real Madrid this season, and he's what you consider as Mr. Reliable. Just like over Bayern, you have Musiala. Fede is that for Real Madrid, whichever position, whether
Yeah, and he can play various positions. Yeah,
6, 8, 10 wing, even
wide.
as a false nine. This guy just say, yes, thank you, I'll play. And here he was once again on the weekend. And I'm not sure if you saw the goal that he scored on the weekend. Did you?
No,
All
no, no,
right.
no.
So here what? On the weekend, man, the man like literally took the ball from halfway line, drifted out to the right, then cut in back and then lashed it with his left foot. It was a peach of a goal, man. Very good goal at the weekend. And here he was once again on the score sheet for them. And as I said, this guy's just getting better and better. And I love to see it, man. I love to see the youngsters flourishing. And I think he has a far way to go. Um, Kamavinga, I thought of his performance.
Well, Kamavinga is one of those players that um young, needs time, needs games, needs not the Pedri amount of games where he plays 60 or 70 odd games for the season, but maybe 30 starts or so, and then you gradually, because the Cruz and the Modric, they won't be around for much longer. So it should be a phasing out process right now to phase in. So them can start half and Kamavinga can start half, and you basically gradually bring him in. So this season he needs to be starting more games than he did last season.
I
So
agree.
that is what yeah, because he's a very good player. He can do both sides of the game very well. I think he needs to add more. I don't think he's a DM neither do I think Schwamini is a DM. I
No,
think they are more box to box
box to box.
players.
Both of
And
them.
if it is that he's going to play more box to box than Schwamini, then he needs to add some goals and assists to his game.
Yep. But I said you just give these players time. Him along with teach them many. Just have to give them time to see how they actually integrate, and eventually they will. That's time. Um, PSG against Maccabi Haifa. I think what all of PSG big three were on the score sheet: Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar. I mean, when I'm bridging that work, man, the man cost Neymar from now till next week because the man wanted Neymar to assist and he would have gotten a 10 pack. But
Yeah,
wasn't to be. Wasn't to be.
they're seemingly struggling that game though.
Yeah, they were. And as a man would have said, the no name side were giving them trouble. At one point, they had more possession than PSG. And it leads with the thing that why is it that they have such a good midfield? It'll be like what I'm going to say. I was trying to remember a team, but they have a good midfield and yet still Real Madrid. That is what I was trying to remember. Just like Real Madrid, they have a good midfield, yet they allow teams, even small teams, to dominate them in games, have more possession, outpossess them, and all those stuff. So let's leave me to think that is the case that Galtier is still trying to find his best team, or it's just PSG. That's just PSG DNA. Or they really play.
Probably Galtier is trying to find the best midfield, the best way to play them and so forth. Can't be the same for Ancelotti because he's been there a year and a half now, and he's been there, well, not even years before, but he's been there for a year and a half. So maybe that's just his way of playing them. But for Galtier, it might be different in terms of he's trying to find the best fit, trying to find a way to play them. He's playing a back three now, so all of that as well. So
I'm,
probably is
I'm trying to think back about it. You know that from I've known this guy, he has always played a back four.
he played back four with Lille, no sir.
Yeah, that's what I recall. I remember that he had what's his name, man, a Portuguese dude, man,
Portuguese what?
Portuguese player, centre back, old boy. He used to the
Oh,
South.
Font, Joseph
Yeah,
Font.
Font. He played Font, and I'm trying to remember the other guy that he played there that they saw. Oh, Batman. So it was Font and
Yeah,
Batman that played
yeah.
as a back two, as two centre backs. So kind of surprising that he's using the back three because I thought he would have gone for that, but I guess he's on the.
Maybe he wants to include Ramos in it. I don't know.
That is what I was going to say. Maybe he's on the strict guidelines that Ramos has to play, so that's the only way you can actually integrate him into the side. But um, yeah, they did what they did what they had to do, and they
It's easy to
overturned.
play back four now. Just take Kimpembe out of the side.
Simple as that. That man not good, but
No, not all.
everybody says something in my winner say.
I can't see it either.
But let's move on again. Benfica got a 2-1 victory over Juventus, and this is another coach that I have to stick up because ever since he has gone back home to Juventus, me personally, me not like it. Me not like when no coach or player go back to where they were coming from. And since Allegri has gone back, it hasn't gone as expected for them.
I think this is justice up here. Look.
Facts. But here was once again on the losing end, and I think this is the first time in around a long, long while since they have lost their first two games in a Champions League campaign, and they were picking up another hill right here against Benfica. And Benfica have looked really good under Roger Smith. I said it the other day that if you look at what Benfica and Braga are doing in their league, those are the two hot teams right now. Sporting and Porto are hit and miss right now. Braga and
Right.
Benfica, they can bet on those two to win every weekend. And Benfica with Smith look really good, man. That signing of Enzo Fernandez, a guy that I always talked about, and he has been very good in that midfield for them. And just look out for it. They'll be
No,
costing
this
100.
Benfica winning today was never a surprise
They weren't. And they were selling like
because
3
that
14
guy
already.
Max guy is not getting. I don't expect him. I expect him to be sacked soon
I agree.
because since he has come back, he has played worse. He has been worse than Pirlo. At least I saw what Pirlo was trying to do. The only thing I see Max trying to do is to make the team play worse because he has a better team than maybe even what Sarri had when he won with them,
Facts.
and he's just regressing the team. The team not going anywhere with him.
No, I
Right
saw
now, the striker Vlahovic
Vlahovic
is
not doing nothing.
basically feeding off scraps, and he was getting more service at Fiorentina, which was a way smaller team.
Facts. But right now, Ryan, so Pogba rub off on them. The Guzzo reach over Juventus too, man. So that I reach Juve right now, but I don't mind. I want them to struggle. I don't want them to win anything at all. So I hope that they continue to struggle. This season right now, I just want an open league between the Milan teams and as a matter of
Napoli.
fact, Napoli. But I don't want Roma to creep in there. Marino can't say that much about him. They're too inconsistent. You can't win this week and then come next week come get beat up 4-0 by Udinese. So
Now, I
Marino,
just need Roma to make top four this season.
yeah. The final game that we're going to look at is Man City against Dortmund. City went behind through a Jude Bellingham goal.
And
And I
that's when I knew City was going to win when they went there.
as I said it before, Jude is just a top player, top talent. And I'm so happy that he never joined Man United and he went over to Borussia Dortmund. And here is no flourishing. Um, I know for a fact that this will be the big signing come next summer. Next summer, all of the top teams will be gunning for the signature of this guy. Liverpool are the first one that have shown their hands and said that they want him. But I know for a fact that Man City will be coming after him because you know that Bernardo might more than likely will be going to Barcelona.
Tell me something. Is this Pep's last season at City?
That's what they say.
I think so. So if Pep goes, chances up there's a bigger chance that he goes to Liverpool.
Let us see. But one of the City fans can correct me because I think he had signed a contract extension until 2026. You know, I think if memory serves me right, I think he did. But I stand corrected. Um, but yeah, here they were. Turned it around. KDB with an assist. John Gravel was on the end of it, and then the inevitable, as I said to Jason the other day, Alan is going to score against this former team. It's not like Lewa. Alan is just that one that I think the Borussia Dortmund CEO came out the other day and said that he was hard to manage and he did some things that I never like and blah blah blah. So Alan said, okay, no problem, and he scored a wonderful goal and was well taken. And this guy is just crazy, crazy, crazy. 25 goals in 21 Champions League game. What do you say about this one?
I think he has more goals. I think the same amount more goals than R9. He's one behind Suarez and four behind Rooney. That
Mm-hmm.
basically answer the question.
It's crazy,
Yeah, very ridiculous.
crazy man. But anything that you want to touch on before we close off, because it won't be a long show.
Mm. Um, a lot of the groups in the UCL right now are open, and it's just 2 rounds, 4 rounds leave. Teams might catch form after international break and play more league games and whatever. And we're back to normal in terms of who we expect to go through. But right now it's interesting. Um, what else? Good young players. A lot of young players are turning up this season. So we see a change of the guard as well in terms of the Cruz and the Modric and those guys passing over the baton to the Musialas and the Bellinghams and so forth, and the Pedri and the Gavi. So yeah, good. I like that. I like to see when young players step up, because the old era time for them to go now. Make the younger guys step up, younger stars step over, get them money and so forth. So
Yes, that's why you allow me to take over and step over because the whole era get weed out.
young people time now, man. But the young boy them take over the thing and and bring some new excitement to the thing.
But you know what? May I go start it. See the people in the comment section argue over it. There's nobody, when I said nobody, there's absolutely no team in world football that can stop Brazil from winning this World Cup. Brazil are overwhelming.
I don't see any either.
Brother, you can't just attach Brazil name on a World Cup.
Yes, Brazil fans going to tell me them have wing back problem, but when they win 2002 World Cup, they had a goalie problem and then still win it.
Exact.
Every team going in the World Cup have a
That's
problem.
deficiency. Every.
Every team. But when you look at Brazil team, they have a how they going past them defense, them midfield rather. Yeah, you're going to tell me, oh, Brazil have Casemiro and Fabinho, they are not creative, but who going past them?
Yep. And talk about that for and even talk about the forward line.
The forward line, they can throw anybody, any tree. Just take up any tree off of the bench and
Any.
they get 3, 4 goal again.
Brazil will
That's
win this
given.
World Cup. Me and
And
you
then
know.
Brazil normally never have goalkeepers yet. All of a sudden, them have 2 world-class goalkeepers.
Big. Centre back, them good man. Even though you might say Thiago and don't worry man. Marquinhos will mark all
Yeah,
day and
man,
then
that's
you have
good. No problem.
Militao. You have
All they
Militao
need
there.
to do is just all the right back and the left back need to do is just be okay, and it's
Simple as
alright.
that. Just okay. Bare minimum.
They can put even my boy they were on a loan out as
Tellers.
a left back. Eh?
I mean, Scammer Tellers can play over there easily.
Anybody, yeah, tell us can go over there easy, and he look like him a world class footballer.
A year ago, and they say right now, as long as these two teams are not on the same side of the draw, I'll have to check it out because I forget these things. As long as Brazil and Argentina is not on the same side, it will be a Brazil against Argentina final. We don't call it already, and Brazil will
And
win.
it well could be a Brazil Argentina final.
No, we're serious now. We're not a joke. If people don't think a joke thing with that, I don't
No,
know.
but look here, Brazil rank number one in the world, and Argentina basically
Number
rank two
number two,
because Belgium not deserve for the two.
brother. Talk about
The
Belgium, man.
Argentina basically rank two. So
Yeah,
they are the two best team in the world right now. Argentina has not lost a game in 3 years.
correct.
They have to be a favorite.
When last Brazil
Argentina
lose?
is the most balanced I have seen them probably in my lifetime. This is the most balanced Argentina team I've ever seen. This
I know.
Brazil team, they are solid and up front, very fluid. And we couldn't even talk about the goalkeeper. Well, we talked about them already, but still. They have players in the right areas. And for me, and then, outside of Europe, Brazil and Argentina tend to do very well,
Yep.
especially in more hotter climates.
Yeah, because
So
of
it,
those
it could
runners.
well be a Brazil Argentina. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Brazil Argentina, to be
So
honest.
Kish, you're saying that we are Fred. All right, so here we go, Kish. So just like how Maguire look world class for England, that's how Fred look for Brazil. World class.
Fred are the least of them worries. Matter of fact, they must glad to them are Fred right now. When Fred put on a Brazil shirt,
Prime man.
it's a
Prime baller.
different ball than that.
Yeah.
It's like Manu give people problem for some reason. It's like when a man put on it's like Fred need to play for Manu in our Brazil shirt, and Maguire need to play for Manu in our England shirt.
That's why I think that one. But Brazil won this World Cup. And as of today,
Comfortably.
we say it on Facebook.
If
I
it
was
is that they get an Argentina final, that might be the only challenge.
no, brother. Even Argentina not challenge them in the final. Brazil right now, they
But
remember
no,
revenge.
I'm saying they're going to win comfortably, but the only challenge will be Argentina.
They might say them
Even
not
though
a
I still
challenge.
expect,
This what I'm
and I
saying is
still
not a challenge.
expect, and
The
even
reason,
if they get Argentina, I'm still going with Brazil to win.
the reason I'm say is not a challenge. Brazil are going to back of them and say, yo, I want to beat we in a Copa final now. Remember it. Don't think we forget it. I want to beat we in a Copa final, so this is the revenge.
Yeah, man. One going South America going, one going have two, one going have the Copa and the final, whatever the something the name.
Yeah, that foolishness, the Finless team or whatever
Mhm.
one name.
That one there. So Argentina gonna have
Copa
the
America,
two
and
minor belt them, and Brazil going to have the. It's like in a WWE. Brazil going to have Argentina going to have the Intercontinental and the what else again?
whichever mid table card they have going.
Yeah, and Brazil going to have the world heavyweight.
The unified championship.
Mm.
So Brazil is going to be the big dog. Your reigning defending champion Roman Reigns. And
Head of
then
the table.
you got Argentina's what is his name again, man? Black dude. Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
So yeah, man, Brazil overwhelming favorite. Michelle, simple 1-3, man. You know it go already. Kisha can ball from now till next week when I win. We're in a salt factory, man. Tell them
No,
about
but the problem, no, I don't understand this. Every World Cup, Brazil fans hype up and we say them going to win.
and
And
then
the World Cup, when they are supposed to win, them kind of negative. I don't understand it. Every World Cup, me get up me, oh, Brazil going to win, Brazil going to win. And when Brazil have Fred lead in line, me and Brazil are going to win. I know them have a team to win, and me here so them can't win. What kind of style? I don't understand that.
but they got man for passing through, man. They're just going to lock it off tonight, man. Cricket is going on. CPL, Barbados Royals just look out of this world right now. They have every single thing in that team, and as Demo said that Kyle Mayers is prime Chris Gayle right now. So Mayers is doing some crazy things right now, man. And that Royals team led by David Miller is crazy, crazy right now.
I'm going through the comments and I see Michelle has said England. England don't have a chance. Zero chance. And I'm going to tell you why. If you look at the history, maybe use history to tell you this. England never have 3 consecutive great tournaments yet. Never in the history of English football that has ever happened. And the other thing, England never performs outside of Europe. Look at all of the World Cups that England play outside of Europe and see where they perform. So they have 2 things going against them. Not performing outside of Europe and never having 3 consecutive good tournaments. So England is like France. them go and give you two good tournament stops, and that's it. So
Yeah.
England don't have no chance whatsoever. Forget about it.
But yeah, everybody big up, man. And I think that there's a possibility that we're going to be back here tomorrow because EPL will be played on Friday. Yeah, I think there's 2 games Friday. So there'll be 2 Friday, 3 Saturday, and 2 Sunday. See my maths right. 2 and 3, 5, 5 and 2, 7. Yeah.
7 games overall, I think.
Yeah. So 2 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, and 2 on Sunday. So yeah, interesting games ahead, man. Just know that Chelsea against Liverpool is postponed, and United against Leeds is postponed as well, and I think the other one is Crystal Palace against Brighton. So those 3 are postponed. Rest of teams, Tottenham will take on Leicester. Wolves will play against City. Yeah. So those are, and I think it's Southampton against Villa or something along that line. But yeah, lot of interesting games to look forward to, man. I think by next month we'll be back up and running again in regards to monetization and all that stuff. Right now we're just doing this for you guys because it's still some free videos. So we're giving you guys some free videos until the monetization is back up and running. So yeah, continue supporting us, man. Get the subscription going same way, man. Let's reach 4,000 ASAP and let's keep the family growing. I want by World Cup reach close to 10K. That's the aim. So
Hey, if Brazil, if Portugal or Argentina, they're the final, I'm not watching it. I can't. The world wouldn't. The world, as we know it, would cease to exist.
no lie, brother. And even Brazil
Oh, I'm
against
gonna watch that.
even
Oh
the Brazil against Argentina final too, you know, if you reach a saying brother, I mean I'd watch it, but whether get
no,
space
I
for it.
would more likely watch Brazil Argentina than Ronaldo Messi final. The world, as we know, wouldn't make sense. All
brother.
right, question though: what if Portugal and Argentina go final? Um, go penalty. Both Messi and Ronaldo score them penalties, and and obviously one have to win and one have to lose.
Mhm.
But let us say one of them win. Would that person now be the goat? Them never miss them penalty. Them never do not. Them bring them team go to final. Them do what them for do. But for other reasons,
Then I win.
one win and
Mhm.
one lose. Well, that's
There has to
one of
be a
them.
winner
Huh?
because there has to be a winner.
Yeah, and then me always hear say World Cup basically put you on another goat level. So
All
the
right,
one that win the World Cup now, would
so
that person be the goat?
commenters, tell us, man. Unanimous, who will beat now? I think the bias will obviously say it, man. I think most of the people that watch this show is a CR fan. Most of them are CR fans. So I think they'll say CR.
No, but what if Messi wins the
Messi.
World Cup?
If Messi does, people, what do you think? Honestly, I think it's an interesting proposition, in but uh, I don't want it to happen. I don't see two of them in the final.
Me neither.
Me not see two of them make final because Fernando Santos not reach it. Santos a madman. But it'll be interesting, man. And guys, going forward, we're going to have more and more international football topic. I know that it's drawing close to the World Cup. It's what basically 2 months
Oh
away.
yeah, and England squad a pick tomorrow too, I think.
But for World Cup,
No, for the
the
international.
friendlies.
Not well, call it friendly because they're not gonna win a Nations League.
Yeah, man, a friendlies them there. A glorified friendlies. And I think me and you are gonna play against each other again.
Oh yeah.
Now we're going to know where side stands. I'm telling you already, there, brother. You're gonna beat me up, man.
Beat aware.
You're gonna beat up my side, brother. Germany not do nothing right now. We're bugs in World Cup. A beer bug side
Okay.
got beat up. So England to beat Germany in Nations League.
At Wembley.
Anywhere at all the game play will not win.
I don't know what that one, but okay.
All right, brother. Big up as always, man. I respect.
Yeah, man.
Um,
But
People in the comments, big up on yourself, saying one, and just drop a like on the video before I leave. Big up Mandy and the scenes, Josh, and everybody else. Let's keep it going. Big up the sponsors as well. Let's get medical, let's get optical. Visit all their locations, and there's another jingle that I'll start introducing ASAP. Once the channel is up and running once again, I start playing that jingle because Shake say, "Oh, new thing, man." So I have a brand new jingle that better than the intro, honestly, because I know something like the intro at the beginning. So there's a better one coming. So you guys can look out for that, man. Until we see again, which I say, hopefully tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Peace out. I'm out.